right through.
No, the Premier speaks first.
The Premier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairperson. Certainly an honor to be here and see so many people out to visit with us. I can only say that it's a very, very happy night for us. And the fact that you have come out in such large numbers is very, very gratifying to me and Mary. And it's the kind of support that I have had ever since I was elected back in 1971. So it's difficult to put words together to thank you all for coming here this evening, because if it wasn't for you and all the people of the constituency of St. Rose, I would not be standing here this evening. It is you that had made that possible back in 1971. Now, there was an argument going at the table while we were having lunch. The program indicates that the Premier is going to be the second speaker. And my colleague, the Honorable Bill Uruski, was supposed to be the first speaker. I don't know how they got around this. I am supposed to be the last speaker. And I'm going to tell you a story about the last speaker. Because there was this politician who was out campaigning during an election, and he had a hall similar to this and about this kind of a crowd that came in, and he was making a speech, and he gave it his best, point by point, and after about 5 or 10 minutes, 4 or 5 people got up and started walking out of the hall. So he noticed that, but he kept on. There was quite a few people there, kept on speaking, and after another 5 minutes, 5 or 10 more got up and walked out. So he was wondering what was going on. Am I doing something wrong? He kept speaking and forcefully as he could, and they kept drifting out and drifting out and drifting out, and he was just exasperated. He says, what am I doing wrong anyway? And by the time he was finished speaking, there was only one person left, sitting at the front of the hall. And he says, well, that's amazing. I wonder what happened that they all left. And there's still that one loyal person that stayed. So he went down to him and said, you know, I don't know what I did wrong tonight. I thought I made a good speech, but everybody left. How come you stayed? What made you stay here? He says. Well, he says, I'm supposed to be the next speaker. So, Mr. Premier and friend, colleague, Howard, don't be surprised if there's only me left. Now, Billy said that he had to speak 40 minutes, a long political speech. Now, the way I was advised, that Billy was going to speak 5 minutes, the Premier was going to speak 5 minutes, and I was going to speak 40 minutes. But it didn't work out that way. But I want to say that I have enjoyed representing the constituency of St. Rose since 1971. It's been a wonderful experience. I have met many, many people, wonderful people throughout the province. I got to know the province better, and I didn't realize that Manitoba was such a wonderful province until I got around and had a look at it, and I advise you all to do the same, because we are very fortunate indeed to be living in the Keystone Province. It is beautiful. There's a lot of very, very scenic places and areas in our province second to none. That was certainly a wonderful experience for me to get to know the province better and meet so many fine people. I want to thank all those who have supported me through all these years, finishing up my 4th term. And I want to tell you that the cooperation that I received from every area of the constituency, working with councillors and groups, is just unbelievable, the support that I received. And it's easy to work with people that cooperate. And that's what makes things happen, is working together to get things done. The MLA can't do it. The government can't do it. Yes, the government can come up with ideas and be a catalyst for development and programs, but it's the people that get things done in the final analysis in cooperation with the government. And that's the kind of cooperation that I have received throughout the years. The idea that he's going to be a New Democrat, because New Democrats like to do things. The other day I had Adam on my knee, and I think he did something. When I look back over the progress that we've made with your support, your hard work, I was reminiscing the other day, and I said to Mary, you know, back in 1971, you know, Waterhen didn't even have a telephone. There wasn't one telephone in Waterhen, and barely a road. So what we did in 71 is we immediately put in a pay station until we could get the Manitoba telephone system to hook up all the residential housing and the businesses. There was no hydro in some areas. We had hydro extended east of Crane River and Rhodes, and at Red Deer Point, which is in my colleague's constituency of Dauphin now. No hydro there. Dawson Bay, which is in the north end of Lake Winnipegosis. We got hydro into there. So we have had a lot of progress when we look around. There's every community in the province. You can see the progress that has taken place over the years. except for the 4 dark years from 1977 to 81. Do you remember those years, or do we want to forget them? When 40,000 of our sons and daughters and brothers and sisters had to leave this province to look for opportunities elsewhere. What a shame. I'm pleased that tonight I can tell you that they're all back. In fact, more than 40,000 have come back in the last 3 years. And we want our sons and daughters back here where they belong. And that's what I was trying to achieve. That's what my colleagues are trying to achieve, and I want to thank them sincerely for all coming, not all, but so many of them coming out from Winnipeg to be with us this evening. As Billy said when he spoke, you have to have the support of your loved ones. I've had the support of Mary and the support of my family, which made it easier for me to represent the constituency. Without that support, it would have been difficult. I have been asked to run again, I want to tell you, by many people. The Premier has asked me. Many constituents have asked me. But I feel that it's time for me to step down. We have achieved a lot of benefits. We've made a lot of progress. There will be others to take my place. I think there's 1 or 2 individuals here this evening that have aspirations of becoming the candidate for St. Rose. I would like to ask your indulgence tonight, at least to introduce them to you. There's 2 of them here. There may be more as time goes on. But I would like to ask Gary Anderson to rise. He is a gentleman who is seeking the nomination, and there's also Jonas Jonasson here tonight. Where's Jonas? Jonas is back at the hall. 2 fine gentlemen with a lot of experience. 2 fine gentlemen who are accustomed to dealing with government and know the ropes. So there will be, no one is indispensable. Everybody's important. Each and every one of us is important, but no one is indispensable. Life will go on. Things will still go on when I am gone, when I am no longer your representative. So have no fear that things won't happen in our province. They will. And that is why I ask all those who have supported me over the years if they will support my successor. We want to continue getting those benefits, the hard work, and the things that we think make this place a better province in which to raise our families and our children. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure Mary and my family will join me in this. To thank you so much, friends all, for coming here this evening and making this a wonderful memory for us for the rest of our lives. I hope you will stay and enjoy the evening. Stay with us I understand there's going to be some good entertainment here this evening. I hope you stay around and do a little dance on the floor. And don't leave when the Premier comes to speak. Please stay, because I want to tell you that I can't express in words the appreciation for me to work with a leader such as Howard Pawley and my colleagues. Many of them, most of them and all of them, I would say that I have established very warm and friendly relations. We're just like one big happy family there when we quit arguing and squabbling. We developed very, very warm relations. We have our differences and we argue them. But when we come out with a unified voice, except for Russell Dorn, of course. But he left. I should have said that in French. Yeah, I made a mistake there, Mr. Chairperson. I should have made those few comments in French and tell you that was a message from Russell Dorn. But it was an honor to have been appointed to Cabinet, and the responsibility given to me as Minister of Municipal Affairs, Cooperative Development, and the last portfolio was the Government Services. I enjoyed that very much. Enjoyed all the portfolios. And we gave it our best shot. And we want to wish you all the best as well. And thank you ever so much for coming here this evening. Thank you very much.